So thank you so much to the Ames Human Relations Commission for the real honor of this award, and to the MLK Day Committee for figuring out a way to make this go in spite of Omicron. Thanks also to our nominators, and I'm speaking here on behalf of myself and the Immigrant Fund, the other recipient, as I'm involved with the Immigrant Fund, specifically to the Ames Interfaith Refugee Alliance and Jean Cressy for their gracious and apparently compelling nominations. Thank you also to St. Cecilia Parish and Business Office for being willing to be the nonprofit sponsor of the Immigrant Fund initiative, and for all the work involved in that role, and also to the United Way Board and staff for their continuous support of my involvement with the effort. Of course, I need also to say thank you to my family, those who are near, and they don't normally have to claim me because we have different last names, but Max Elio and Nico Viatori, and my family far away who have always supported my lifelong passion for social justice, though it is certainly not an economically lucrative way to go. And also really to my parents and my family. For those of you who aren't aware, I was raised in a bicultural and bilingual family. My father is a displaced person from war-torn Europe. And so many of the experiences that I carried into this work come from my upbringing. Above all, however, many thanks are really due to Story County. First, to the 24 community members who joined me back in March 2020, sharing the same concern about immigrants' well-being in the pandemic and volunteering countless hours to make the Immigrant Fund possible, and you'll meet some of them here shortly. Nancy, Susan, and David are here tonight. These good-hearted folks gave their time and passions as trusted multilingual caseworkers, as landlord liaisons who hunted down rental verification forms, as donor thank you card writers, as grant writers, as financial collaborators, as spreadsheet keepers. I think you get the idea. As an idealistic youth, I had a quotation posted above my desk that said, "Never doubt that a small group of committed individuals can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." And I think the Immigrant Fund Committee is a shining example of the truth of this statement. And secondly, thanks are due, again to Story County, to the over 400 individuals and organizations, and beyond, actually as far away as New York and Oregon, that heard of the unparalleled need of immigrants and refugees in our community during the pandemic. And they responded by making donations of all sorts and all sizes, $10 from a piggy bank to full stimulus checks. Without these contributions, it would not have been possible for us to provide an astonishing $374,235 in rent and utility payments to keep folks housed. So I hadn't met Nathan before, and we did not, check quotes, but he also chose a quote that spoke to me from the letter from Birmingham County Jail. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King wrote those timeless words, "We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." Indeed, immigrants and refugees in Story County are our neighbors. They are often our frontline and essential workers, part of Story County's garment of destiny. They are folks who came to America, they came to Ames with the hope of a better life for their children and grandchildren. Many were fleeing violence, wars, and abject poverty. And for the sake of the next generation, they took a chance on this country, took a chance on this community where the language, the cultural traditions, the foods, and so on are unfamiliar. A country that is thousands of miles, often oceans away from their loved ones. So while my family's experiences are distinctive from those of immigrants and refugees today in Story County, I do know with absolute certainty that moving to a new country takes unbelievable courage. So thank you, Story County, for showing our network of mutuality, for demonstrating compassion, and in doing so, exemplifying what we can be and should be, welcoming and inclusive. This this award is truly yours as much as it is mine or ours. So onward for 22, Story County, thank you so much.